What's up, my ninjas? I'm Strident, and I am finally here with a review of the NECA Batman '89. You might hear in the background, I'm listening, I'm watching, Batman '89 right now. So, anyway, it's only a matter of time before I, got my hands on this. It's crazy because I pre-ordered this thing forever ago, and it showed up in stores sooner than my pre-order, which makes no sense. You know what I mean? I'm kind of frustrated about that, but whatever. I finally got it. So, yeah, this is the final. This is what it really looks like. So I'm gonna go over my custom and this in a little comparison, and I'm gonna tell you about what the contents of what the inside of the Blu-ray essentially looks like. The packaging and all that good stuff. So, stay tuned. I mean, you probably already know I love it. So let me gush a little bit about it. Here we go. I finally got my Diamond Luxe Batman '89 Blu-ray with the Batman '89 figure, which is crazy because I just did the Batman '89 figure. Real thing, custom. Now, people had said a whole bunch of stuff like, the skin tone is all crazy. It's tan. It's not green. Maybe it looks green on camera, but it's tan. There's no purple showing through. It's gray because I put like a 5 o'clock shadow on them. But anyway, yeah, it's crazy. Right after I made this custom, then I ended up getting with this. Well, during the process of this and this. The cool thing about these two, now that I have them side by side, and I want to have the cape pulled back so you can see what I'm talking about. The cool thing about these two is, yeah, I know I was kind of off. Like I said, this is the first custom I've done in like 20 some odd years, and I did say that there are other things that I see that I could go back and do, and I might go back and do, but it was kind of a placeholder custom until I got this. So, now that I have this, I don't really feel the need to go back and do anything, especially since the idea with that suit is in my Bat Cave, my little diorama for my Batman figures. This suit is going to be behind a glass, like so. I gotta dust it. It's pretty jacked up looking, but it's gonna be behind glass, because it represents, in my Batman's history, it's his first bat suit. It's the suit when he finally arrived as Batman. So yeah, that was the goal with this. But I think I did a decent job. I mean, seeing them side by side really, sets the tone. I didn't do the matte finish like they did on the suit. Instead, I have a semi-gloss finish, which I guess that would be more of the Batman Returns look, where he was really shiny in comparison to this one, where his gloves and his boots were, but not so much the base of the suit, But anyway, I love the figure. I'm happy about it. I love his cape. I love how my bat symbol, for once, I got a figure where I didn't have issues. Ooh, wow, there's like a lot of light directly on it. Let me turn the light away so you guys can see that. It looks pretty good, right? I probably will take a picture of it so you can see closer. Because, yeah, the closer I get, the more weird it looks. But, yeah, man, I actually lucked out. Mine is pretty good. The paint apps are really nice. Everything is good. I haven't watched the Blu-ray, to see the special features and shit, but I'm impressed nonetheless. So I just wanted to get this out of my system, let you guys hear what I think about it. I mean, as if you really had to think too much about it. I'll go over his articulation real quick because, just to get it out the way, he's got the exact same articulation as the video game appearance version, but you have a nice ball jointed head. He can look, oh wow, you can't even see that. Let me back up some more. So see what I'm doing? He can look down, he can look up, which is more than what he could do in the movie. Side, side. He can turn left and he can turn right, which in the movie, as you know, he could not do such a thing because the cowl was heavier and the cowl actually locked into the chest. Underneath here in the movie, there was like a place where everything clicked in. So you couldn't really turn or you'd probably rip the old school suit. But, you know, it still looked awesome. His arms can go up at the sides this much, which is not a problem. Why would you really need to do too much more? Most people's arms don't go up much further. If you need to, you put them in front of you and you go that way. So they can go out like that, bend at the elbow, swivel at the elbow, swivel also at the shoulder. The gauntlet itself is a separate piece. It can twist. Wrist can twist. It's a ball joint. It can move in all different directions, and it's removable because you've got extra hands. The body, it's like a dumbbell, two-part barbell joint. You have the base down here, so you get a waist swivel, and you get some, it's a ball joint, so you get some play from side to side. Then at the top, right in here, it's kind of like the SH Figure Arts body style. It's almost like a diaphragm joint. You get another rock up there because you can see it when you move the suit and you move the upper body, the upper portion of the suit moves around. Kind of like that. You see that? That's not his head. It's the upper joint. This is the lower joint. This is how you get that really good crouch. See what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize this. I've seen it in a number of reviews and I'm like, no, 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 no. Come on, don't be scared. And people also said that theirs broke in the package. The trick is heat him up before you move him around. I've noticed that with a lot of NECA figures. Legs move forward. ODC pointed this out one time about, I think his Rambo figure. He moved one leg forward, I think, or no, it was a DC Direct or DC Collectibles figure. He moved one leg and both of them moved. It kind of has that going on, but so you can move forward this far. Don't be afraid to work that diaper thing. So you can move forward that far. Actually, a little bit further than that. Damn. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So you can definitely stomp people like in the beginning of the movie. You will get that folding in kind of feeling, but you work it around and it'll work its way back out. See? Out at the side, it can move that high, which I love. That is awesome. Then there is a swivel at the thigh. You can kind of see it when I move it up here. It's right there up at the top. There, the knee can bend about 90 degrees, a little bit less. There's also a swivel at the knee. Then he has ball jointed feet, so you've got the toe point. He can pull his feet back, and you've got nice, you know, kind of an ankle rocker type deal or pivot. And that is his articulation. Same exact articulation as the original one. There's really nothing different. I love this thing. Love it. The only gripe I have is that the cape is made out of really thin material and you can almost see right through it. You can see through it and I don't like that. But everything else is just fucking awesome. So that's it for me. You've been great. I'm gonna go watch this thing. Peace outside. You probably were like, what the fuck? Why was that so short? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna leave you with just that much. I have to go in a little bit more on my favorite iteration of Batman. Before I do that, let me show you the Diamond Luxe package. It's this cool magnetic kind of case. It's pretty dope, right? Make a dope backdrop if you frame it right. You know, it's just really reflective and kind of stone-like. See, there goes one of the Batman already. So I don't like doing in-camera reviews, but whatever. We'll roll with it. The case itself opens up to reveal both Batman and the Joker on the interior. It's pretty dope. And then you can open it up more to actually reveal the bat signal on one side with the Batman, which is the movie part, and then the Joker on the other side, special features. And as you can see, it's Batman kind of looking out. It's the very end of the movie. I've seen this movie so many times, I can just about see a screenshot from it and I can tell you exactly what part of the movie it is. I mean, it was a ritual for us back when I was a kid. It was like one of our Christmas things, strangely enough. We used to do it a lot, watch it a lot during Christmas because we had the most time off of school. So yeah, pretty dope. I'm going to watch the special features or watch the Blu-ray. Actually, I'll watch it all tonight and see what I think and see if there's anything new or awesome that I didn't know from before. As far as the figure goes, now, this is my favorite version of Batman, period. There's a lot of things about Batman as a character that this kind of, this version corrects, in my opinion. You know, I've always felt Batman should take out his villains. I don't see the point in putting them in Arkham Asylum. I don't agree with the whole, and this isn't because I'm like a Marvel fanboy undercover or something like that. I like both. But there's some things about the criminal element that make sense when you see how certain heroes and vigilantes deal with it. If he wants to make a world where no 8-year-old boy will ever watch his parents gunned down, he has to be so hard on crime and the basic criminal element that no thug would dare pull a gun in his city on innocent people. You know what I mean? Like, ultimately, that's what he's working towards, you know? He would have to be pretty damn hardcore, and there's no way to do that with a broken justice system. And our justice system is very fucked up, as you guys can see from all the crazy shit that's been going on now with cops rampantly using their racist tendencies to fuel their kind of choices in the field, you know? Gunning down unarmed citizens, thinking that, you know, a fucking toy gun with the big bright orange thing on it inside of a Walmart is a real gun. Or, you know, somebody reaching for, and all these things, I'm just throwing out random ones because all of this stuff has happened. Some of it happened right now, other things happened before, but I mean, people reaching for their wallet, getting gunned down. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And I think that if Batman was to really exist and make a difference, he would have to not give a shit about the basics of the justice system and be so hardcore about dealing with the criminal element that even the cops would kind of be like, fuck, man, I don't want to deal with that guy again. And that's kind of what we got with Keaton as Batman. Bale kind of skirted the fence, you know what I mean, or straddled the fence. He kind of, in some ways, he was trying his best to work within the law, but by actually physically going out and, what's the word? By going out there and taking the law into his own hands, he's breaking it because vigilantism is illegal. Now, if you're going to turn around and be a vigilante, you may as well break the other laws too. But that wasn't Bale's, I mean, I shouldn't say Bale, but Nolan's version and Bale's portrayal. He was trying very hard to work within the confines of the law, and to me, that is the weakness of that version of Batman. You know, the justice system is fucked. It's broken, accept it, move on. So anyway, when I watch this, I know a lot of people always say, you know, Batman 89 wasn't exactly the cartoon. It wasn't exactly the comics. I'm like, no, because up to this point, we were watching fucking Adam West on television, you know? Batman wasn't very defined as to what kind of a character he was. You knew in the comics there was a serious version, but the more commonly represented version, or more commonly available version, was campy and kind of like a cross between Adam West and the Brave and the Bold version of Batman. So, you know, when I got this version, seeing this Batman, it's just like, man. And someone else did a review saying that, it might have been the Foosh, and I have to put it out there, there were 2 movie lines to go with this movie when it first came out, and Batman Returns when it first came out. There was the and they were both by Kenner. I've done reviews for the Kenner Dark Knight collection. So I'm gonna grab two figures from, one from the first line and one from the second line. The figures were identical, just different colors. This was from the first line. That's Crime Stopper Batman. Tech Shield Batman was actually the first figure in that line. And you see he has the Keaton likeness. And then this is Deep Dive Batman, and this was from the Batman Returns line. And there was like an Arctic Batman, and there was Glider Wing Batman. He had a copper suit. I have him somewhere. Actually, here he is. As you can tell, like I said, I am kind of a Batman dork in the sense that he was the first superhero that I got into comics through. It's actually the first superhero I was introduced to. Him and Zorro at the same time, which is kind of crazy. But yeah. So yeah, there was a line, specifically two lines, specifically for the movies. You had the Dark Knight collection, is what it was called altogether, and you had these two represent the first movie, and these two represent Returns. So just so you know, you guys can always look up that stuff on eBay. There's so much of it out there. Some of it goes for ridiculous prices, like the Batmobile that goes to this version of Batman from the first or second movie goes for like $200 in box. And then like the one by Sideshow or Hot Toys goes for like almost $1,000. I'm like, wait, what? But I'm just really happy that I finally have, the real deal Keaton as Batman. Now we just need a Batman Returns Keaton as Batman, and then all my prayers are answered when it comes to action figures. No longer will I ever, concede to or refer to Mattel's attempts as movie masters, because guess what? They're not. If they really wanted to utilize the movie masters idea, concept, whatever, they would have long since done actual movie figures. This crap, this nonsense about, making figures that are only relevant because the movie is out now, and then not giving us the figures that we deserved because we've been patient and because we supported the line all the way till, it ended. You can't, actually till it's about to end, you can't really keep giving us these excuses when you should have started where you should have started. The first Movie Masters figure on the Batman side should have been Keaton as Batman. Batman 89. Then they could have done, or it could even have been Christopher Reeve as Superman. There's no excuse for them ignoring that and then just giving us a shitload of Christian Bale as Batman over and over and over. I like the way those Batmen look, and, it was cool to get them, but there was no reason why you skipped goodness like this. And then now to get this in a different format and not the DCUC format, it makes me really happy because you're seeing things that you don't see on Mattel figures. I mean, for instance, all these ball joints. He's got ball joints just about everywhere. It's crazy. You normally don't see ball joints. Or the fact that they use multiple materials. I mean, this is one of the things I really love about NECA. You've got this different kind of textured rubber cloak or cowl, I'm sorry. Then you've got the soft goods cape, which is beyond awesome because you know me, I'm all about the soft goods. The chest has a different kind of rubberized plastic that emulates the armor that he was wearing in the film. The gloves, multiple, plastics there, multiple paints, but it's more multiple finishes than it is actual multiple paints. The same thing down here with these like shin guard things. It's like attention to detail to the point that we didn't even need it. I mean, even his back is still that rubber armor stuff, because that's what he had in the movie. I mean, shit like the stitching going on in the back. If you pause it in the first frame of, the first scene, the opening sequence, when he beats up the two homeless guys that are robbing that rob the family, and he picks the dude up right before he says, "I'm Batman." There's 2 times where you see it from behind, and you can see the stitching going on back in here. They got that on this figure. I mean, that's crazy. You didn't even need to go that far, and they did, you know? It's just, this is a world better than what we were getting before, and I hope and pray that somehow NECA is allowed to do more DC figures. Imagine if they do a 90s TV Flash. Please, NECA. Please do a Christopher Reeve Superman. You know what I mean? Or a Terrence Stamp Zod. Please. That's what I'm asking for. Please. Or a Jack Nicholson Joker. Please do it. Please. You know, I know that they went through a whole lot of craziness to give us just these, and I'm glad that they did it because, you know, this was a dream for me. But please, guys. Please. Please give us some more. Please, you know what I mean? Give us a freaking Danny DeVito as Penguin. Because say what you will about the movies, those designs were pretty dope. I mean, shit, Arkham City is just adding on to those designs right now. Everything being dirty and grimy and extra gothic and whatnot. And you guys love that shit, so we can't diss what Tim Burton started, essentially, all those years ago, 25 years ago. So anyway, that's it for me. You guys have been great. This is me geeking out about this figure, a figure that I've wanted for a long time, a figure that I finally have and that I'm happy about, and a figure I'll probably be playing with for a while. I might even get greedy and try to search out another one at Toys R Us, just in case. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, peace outside, guys. And also, if you happen to see this figure, it costs $24.99 in the store. The whole thing. Or with the DVD instead of the Diamond Luxe. The Diamond Luxe version was like 30-something bucks, $32 or something like that with the figure. Don't pay 200 bucks for this figure. It's awesome, but it's not 200 bucks worth of awesome. If you're going to pay 200 bucks, buy the Hot Toys version. You know what I mean? Buy the freaking, for $104, you could buy the NECA 18-inch Batman figure. Same exact figure, but 18 inches. More detail, but the same, essentially it's the same thing, just scaled up. Don't be stupid and spend $200 and $300 bucks on this figure that just came out this week. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, that's it for me. You've been great. Peace outside.